from the yard.
Alright y'all, about to bring you another fishing adventure today. We're back at the hole that we were at the other day. The river level has risen probably 4 feet. Like I said, this whole bank I was standing on was probably, man, it was probably a 4 to 6 foot drop down to the water. And right now it's flooded. The river level's way up. Caught some decent fish out of here. With the water level being back up, maybe bringing more fish, maybe letting fish out, I don't know. But today's challenge was we just brought red worms. We're gonna have to catch brim or whatever we can catch to use for live bait. If we can catch a small channel cat, we'll throw him out there live. We're gonna free line a bait and then put a bait just basically on bottom with a 2-ounce lead, hoping for something big. I am gonna have to retie. One of my lines is chafed on the way here, weight rubbing up and down on it. The first thing we got to do is catch bait. So let's get started, and hopefully I can bring you a monster. That's what we're looking for today. And I say it doesn't always work out. We went fishing yesterday. Was out there for about 4 or 5 hours. Had plenty of live bait. Ended up catching one 11-pound flathead out of about 4 or 5 hours. So water was dirty yesterday. It was flowing fast. Had a little bit of time this morning. Probably only going to be out here for a couple hours, and then we're going to head home and do home chores, cut grass, cook dinner, go to the grocery store, all that good stuff. But let's see if we can get at it. All right, we got one. That took a little longer than I was anticipating. What is that? All right, y'all. I have struggled to catch bait. I've literally seen 3 or 4 gar, 2 or 3 carp just swim right in front of me. Not that I'm fishing for them or fishing for that for bait. Oh, hang on. Let's say I have struggled to catch bait. My bait rod was just getting a bite. I have a white bass, what I think is a white bass, a whole live white bass on this yellow rod right here. I'm thinking about reeling him in and using him as cut bait. That way I can get 2 rods out, be fishing 2 rods at the same time, and then still try to catch another piece of bait. And then put whatever I catch next, put it out live, which I'm hoping for a bluegill is what I'm wanting. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Like I say, that way we can at least hopefully get a hook up on something. Was hoping to come out here and pull a big old flathead out of this hole on a live bait. Not saying that won't happen yet, but I think what I'm going to do right now is just say reel in, use this white bass as cut bait, and then continue to fish for something else also to use as bait. Pick this up. Swimming with it. I feel like it's a gar by the way it's moving. We're gonna let him eat it. Might be wrong. It's coming at us. All right, he's getting ready to get us into some brush over here. So I'm going to try to set the hook. That's what he done. He hung us up. fish on. Had no idea. I was about to move it. We're gonna have to net him. We're gonna have to net him. I didn't even know he was on there. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to eat your bait. That way they can't get off. But I tell you what, now that I've ate one, he gets to go free. I can tell you that much. I doubt I'm going to be able to get my hook back. He's a little bigger than the last one we caught. Well, I don't think that's what a gar sounds like. Anyways, that's one fish. Let him go. You nasty tasting thing. Now we are out of bait, and that's not good. Got to catch a piece of bait. Again. I just cut the camera off to save on battery life and memory card life, reeling in, and just hooked up with this. This is perfect bait. Big old shiner. So he's going to become bait. I wish I'd brought ice with me, but anyway, we're gonna put a piece of him out. All right, y'all, that shiner come out of nowhere, man. I was just reeling in my red worm, getting ready to reposition it. Shiner come out from the rocks, slammed it. I was not expecting it. Extremely grateful for it. I got the big chunks of shiner out right now, repositioning everything. I repositioned both rods. Put the one with the weight over here. There's more current over here on the right side. And then they got the other one up there just by that tree coming out of the thing, out of the water. But hopefully we'll hook into something here in a minute. I am pretty excited. I think something has already picked up one of the chunks. My line is just extremely loose. He feels that tension. He can't leave it alone, though. Got a treble hook on there. Got him. He's hooked too. Got him. Step over a rod. Don't get bit. Another gar. They're fun to catch once you figure out how to catch them. Boy, he's pretty. Get him out here in the sunlight. He's nowhere near as big as the other one. The other one was fat. Let him go. Off he goes. hooked up again. Got us another one. He's not hooked in the mouth. He's hooked up underneath the jaw, pretty close to the gill plate. But fish is a fish, right? That's what we're here doing, fishing. I was hoping for a big old channel, but it hadn't happened. All right, go free. All right, y'all. A few more casts, maybe 5 more minutes. I'm gonna have to go. I can't hang out here with y'all all day. I got stuff I gotta do at the house. I gotta cut grass, do some laundry, cook dinner, all kinds of stuff. Y'all gonna get me in trouble hanging out here all day. I was supposed to be gone by now, but it hadn't happened. Fish start biting, bro. You can make up a story why you had to stay. Alright, y'all. I'm pretty sure another gar has picked up this chunk of bait. Yeah, here we go. We got it. It's a monster right here, Bo. I'm gonna have to, I don't even know if I can net him. We're gonna flip him real quick. Jesus. That is a freaking monster right there, son. Ooh-wee! He's probably 15 pounds. Look at that. He's probably 15 pounds. Look at that. He's free. I was going to show you, he was actually, hey, he was pooping line. Fishing line was coming out of his butt. Hooey, that was a big fish right there. That was fun. Had him hooked right in the corner of the jaw. That was a big treble hook I was using too. That's the last fish of the day. We're gonna call it after that one. All right, y'all. There's stuff all over the camera. It ended up being an epic gar day, man. I just caught my PB gar. I was unfortunate I wasn't able to get the hook out of his mouth. I mean, I planned on getting it out. It was capable of getting it out, but while I was working on him, I actually cut the line so it didn't break. But then when I was showing him to the camera, he just flopped down on the ground, went right back in the water. So, but the hook will rust out. It won't take but 2 or 3 days and that hook will come right out of his mouth. Say, something I'm not prone to do or something I don't like to do. I don't like to leave a hook in a fish if I don't have to. But I want to appreciate y'all coming along with me again. Like I say, today didn't start out to be just a gar day. I come out here just with red worms. It was kind of a bait challenge. You know, go from red worms to a bluegill or a white bass or a perch or something like that. And then up that bait to something, you know, a bigger fish. And the plan was to at least free line one live bait, but I struggled so bad on just catching bait. I was very, very lucky and was reeling in and hooked that shiner. A shiner come out of nowhere, or a gizzard shad, or whatever you want to call it. Y'all let me know in the comments what kind of big old bait fish that was I was using. Like I said, I think it was either a big gizzard shad or a shiner or something. Scales come off of him real easy, but the bait was actually tough, like his skin. So when you hooked him, it wasn't going to come off easy. But anyways, it was kind of a bait challenge. We ended up catching bait. We ended up catching what, 5 gar, 4, 5, 9, 22. I don't know. We'll have to count them in the video once we edit it. Like I said, just a great day. I was supposed to leave at 9. I got out here about 7. I was just going to make it a short trip, but I didn't, like I said, I didn't think bait was going to take that long to catch. It is 11:04 right now, and I'm about to head to the house, fire up the mower, maybe trim some hedges, try to cook my wife a good dinner. She's at work. Like I said, I don't know what the rest of the day has in plan, but it's not a whole lot. Just yard maintenance, house maintenance, just that routine grind. So, all right, y'all, I think I'm in trouble. There's somebody coming down the hill. They're probably coming to run me off, but what we'll do is we'll get out of here before they have a chance. Maybe. All right, y'all, see you in a minute. Oh, and that was the end of the video. Check you later.